Good morning, and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. As we continue to explore the fruit of the Spirit that St. Paul lists in Galatians 5, today we begin to look at a second grouping of words that deal with our relationship with others. Today's word is patience. There once was a young mother who had quite a day with her youngster. By the end of the day, she had had all the unruly behavior from him that she could take. "All right, Junior," she said while waving her finger. "Do anything you please. Now, let me see you disobey that." We've all been there. We've all been at the end of our rope at one time or another. We all know what it's like to run out of patience. Patience. And I have to admit, I've never short-sheeted anyone. I've played my fair share of practical jokes and more, but it just seems that short-sheeting someone's bed is something I never got around to. But you know what that is. It's an old summer camp trick. To short-sheet someone's bed, you leave out just enough of the sheet so that the person's bunk looks normal, but the rest you tuck under the foot of the mattress. When the person gets into bed, there's no slack in the sheet, and the sheet is too short. You might say there's not enough to cover the situation. Patience is a lot like that. The Greek word used in the Bible here means literally long-suffering or slow anger. In other words, this fruit of the Spirit calls us to go long on our understanding with each other. This fruit calls us to move toward anger slowly. That's so hard for most of us. The pressures of life weigh down. Our emotions are frayed by hectic schedules. Things don't work out the way we planned them. And then something else goes wrong and we lose our temper, probably with someone we love. But there's truth in what the sign in front of Baptist church near my house said a few weeks ago. Blowing your stack adds to the world's pollution. Maybe in these times, maybe we need to remind ourselves that we are filled with God's Spirit and that the fruit of the Spirit in our lives includes patience. And maybe, just maybe, when we're tempted to flare our tempers, maybe we should remember just how patient God is with us. And maybe then we'd be more forgiving. Maybe then we'd be a little more patient. Somewhere I read that a pearl is a garment of patience that enclosed an annoyance. God's Spirit in us calls us to do the same. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.